So, again, let's try this. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Plugged In with Katie. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing the boss, my friend, the longtime hero, Dolla Cham, co-founder of Riddimstream. Thank you. I know
Thank you.
it took a lot for you to be here right now because I had to kind of like beg a little bit and be like, please come on. I think you should do this interview. People need to know who you are and you need to speak up. So thank you for being here. Week 4, another amazing guest in house. So I am gonna just go for it. How did you get this name, Dolla Cham? Because I know people want to know where Dolla Cham came from. You got
Yeah.
plenty money? What's the situation?
No, well, sham really and truthfully is something that appears to be that it's not. So when I first started, that this industry is very hard to get into. When you first get into it, so I used to play dumb. So the dollar and dollar sham came from like sense, like common sense. So something kind of mixed up in there where like 100 times smarter than you thought I really am, just to kind of get to where I wanted to get. And that's where Dollar Sham came in.
Okay,
And
okay.
my boys said they
And
liked it, so I just stuck with it.
it definitely has a vibe for sure. But when I think Dollar Sham, I think, ooh, this guy have a lot of money for sure. Calling him. And so tell us, who is Dollar Sham? Because the thing is, a lot of people see you, they hear about you, they know about Rhythm Stream. But tell the folks, who is Dollar Sham?
Dollar Sham or Dwight?
Well,
Two different
okay,
people,
yes, let
yeah.
me introduce you as Dwight Y. I won't give out your last name. But tell
Okay.
us, I guess you can walk us through both, because it's kind of like that artist situation where there's an alter ego and who the person is. And most likely it's the opposite. One person is introverted, one person is an extrovert. So tell us, who is Dwight and who is Dollar Sham?
Well, Dwight's a shy guy who stays to himself. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't take a lot of time for himself. Dwight is someone that has a couple key people around him, and he's very loyal to his friends, and he pushes them hard, which is what drives Dollar Sham. Dollar Sham is that guy that stops Dollar Sham from being so nice sometimes, if you understand what I mean. But
Yeah.
really, truthfully, we're just a set of people that go hard in the paint for our team, because we believe the stronger the people are around us, the stronger we are.
Amen. That's a fact. And where are you from? Where were you born? What are your roots? Because some
I was
people think you're Chinese, some people think you're Jamaican, some people think you're American. Where are you? Where were you born?
I was born in Texarkana, Texas.
Okay.
That's a city that actually shares Arkansas and Texas. I don't know how my mother, who's Jamaican, and my father, who's Bajan from Barbados, for those of you that don't know who Bajans are, uh, I don't know how they got there, but they got there and they had me there.
Very interesting. And do you think, is there one side of the family that you're more drawn to, the Jamaican side or the Bayesian side?
Not really. I think that I think I probably spent more time with my Bajan side because I went to high school in Barbados. When I was in Jamaica, I was really young, and it was like just summer times and whatnot.
Okay. And do you frequently go back now?
Jamaica and Barbados, yeah,
Yeah.
a
Okay.
lot.
Okay. Okay. And okay, so you are the co-founder of Rhythm Stream. Rhythm
Correct.
Stream has been known to be one of the biggest distribution platforms for reggae music. How did that journey come about? Like, how did that start? What was the plan when you first started out? Was it a money-driven thing? Was it a music-oriented motivation? Like, how did that whole journey come about?
Well, um, Rhythm Stream. One, there was a time when I was managing an artist by the name of Luddy. I used to work with a label by the name of Danger Zone. And we just realized that, there wasn't many ways to get music out there to DJs. And and it was very frustrating. It was like, yo, how do we reach these DJs? And everybody was like pressing up CDs and mailing CDs, and it cost so much money. So I had a business associate in London by the name of Mark. We call him For Life. Um, we used to distribute mixtapes like Black Chinese, Chinese Assassin, Champion Squad, those guys, and he would always be the guy to like, yo, I want like 1,000 copies of that. I want this. So he was like my best customer. To one point, he was like, why don't we just go into business together? So I had to wait till when my production assistant went into the room because I didn't want her to hear this part. Um, Long story short, I was on house arrest. I won't go into the details.
Hmm.
Didn't have any way to make any money or anything. And Mark had found this way to search websites. Like you could type in like Black Chinese and it would like comb the internet and drag down emails. So we had like all these emails. So
Wow.
we sat down and we just decided that, maybe we should start sending songs and charging people to send songs through the emails.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how, I got through that, not being able to. Ironically, I'm prepared for house arrest. I'm prepared now because of the pandemic. But that's how I got through that. And that's what led me to start so hard because it was just survival. I had no choice.
Okay. And then the name, how did the name come about?
You know, Rhythm, obviously, there was just rhythm.
Hmm.
It was rhythm and then, Riddimstream. The name, actually, Mark was the one that penned the name Riddimstream,
Okay.
as far as I can remember.
So how big is, yeah, I mean, you don't have to give me full details, but how big would you say your mailing list is, or, how many people do you usually reach?
Well, we have over 1 million emails, but we only
What?
we only blast to about 75,000 because it costs so much money to send out to all those people.
Wow. I did not
We
expect that response.
Yeah, we got a lot. I mean, most of those people in those emails aren't in the industry. Those would be like
Yeah.
fans and whatnot. But we would have to charge the customer too much to store those and send them out to the point
Hmm.
where we just had to kind of concentrate it in a certain place.
That's very, very impressive. 70,000. Wow. Okay. And now everybody knows when they think, I want to book an artist, whether it be a soca artist or whatever, everybody thinks call Sham. Sham is the guy. Call Dolla Cham. He has the plug. He has all the artists. So did the booking agent aspect of things come first, or were you more involved in the music distribution arena? Like which one came first?
Well, it's a story. I was working with Ricardo for a long time, Bubba, and these guys. Like we've been friends for a very long time. Um, what happened is the business when we first started the blasting, yes, it was money, but it wasn't like enough money to take care of ourselves, if you understand what I mean. So, because people were still like, I remember one guy telling me he doesn't want to email out his CD because somebody might download it and the tracks would be scrambled. And I was telling him one day no one's gonna use CDs, and he's looking at me like I'm crazy. So, you know how us Caribbean people are. We take our time with these things, and we're very spectacle, and we gotta kind of get used to it. So it took a while for that to pick up. Um, there's a guy in Toronto by the name of D Bandit, and he actually was a customer of mine, still is a customer of mine. But he has a show called Redemption,
Yes.
and Bandit just literally looked at me and he was like, "Yo, you have all the links already." get yourself someone in the office or whatever and start booking some stuff. And then he just started giving me all his work for redemptions. That's how I got to meet, from the Chris's, the Romaines, and kind of kind of put my face to the Riddimstream brand, which they already knew, they just didn't know who was
Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah.
So he pretty much was the first person where based on booking all the dancehall and reggae acts, I kind of saw how they operated and I adapted their style. I saw the worst and the best, and I
Yeah.
think I tried to adapt the balance. Sometimes my balance might be a little too hard for people, but you know, that's Dolla Cham. So, so Bandit gave me that strength and that idea. I was friends with an artist by the name of DeVille, and DeVille was going through some management changes at the time. And he asked me if I wanted to come to Japan with him and be road manager. I didn't even know what the hell that crap was. So I was like, do I want to go to Japan? Duh. So he took me to Japan. We did 12 shows. We did a tour. I fell in love with the road. I fell in love with Japan. Um, and then I started, I just started calling promoters on his behalf, and it started working. And, we came very close, and the rest is history. I just never stopped calling people.
Okay. So I know you mentioned you work with King Bubba, you work with Drew, you also work with Teddyson. I know you were also instrumental working with Crown Prince and Barry Height. What's it like working with people of just, they're all from very diverse backgrounds. So how do you balance that? Because I know some of them are close friends of yours, and now they're clients, now they're talent under your brand. So how do you balance out, the friendship and the work aspect of it?
Well, back to the Dwight. I go hard in the paint for my friends. So I've never really had a problem, knock on wood, with that per se. I just I just bat hard for my team, and I think that's what they appreciate.
Okay. Do you have any like memorable story that stands out from working with any of them that made you realize like, like this is where I want to be, like this is I know I'm in, the right career, I know I'm in the right arena?
Um, there's a lot. I think just one time, based on the years of, like, for example, Drew, the years of abuse he got from the industry,
For,
and
I remember crossover days.
yeah, from that time, and then, like, we went on the road and we started touring, and then one day I was at the airport checking in, like, and it just dawned on me, like, yo, dude, you made it. Like, I would say made it, but like it was just like,
Yeah.
dude, you're touring. Like, we got this show, that show, that show. People are calling. You you're doing what you want to, like, take a moment
Hmm.
and enjoy the situation.
Yeah.
So it was just one day in St. Thomas at the airport in that line. It just hit me like, damn, anything's possible.
Amen to that. As long as you stay consistent and keep saying true to what you want to do, Some who are some of the other acts that you work with? Because I know some of the soca people that are clients of yours, not soca people, but people in the soca industry that are clients of yours. Who else do you represent?
Well, what people, I think the misconception with me, to be honest with you, is people saying who I represent. I think what a lot of people don't realize is the exclusive agent for a lot of promoters. So whoever they may want, I would facilitate for them.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily, I can't, I mean, I have a lot of people I work with and a lot of people, um, I'm on their team. I'm in certain people's emails, I'm in chat groups, I'm in the loop. But realistically, if I didn't have these promoters who trusted me, I wouldn't be in the loop with these guys, a lot of them, to be honest with you. So it's more about my relationships with the buyers over the
And do
long
you
term that's kind of paid off.
Do you dabble in any other ventures?
We do distribution, and we do music as well. Um, we distribute songs like Freezy, Split in the Middle. That's pretty much our up to this day is our top stream record on Riddimstream. Um, we consult, we put together packages. There's a lot of things we do. Anything pretty much that can be done. If I feel like I could do it, I'll do it. If I don't feel like I could do it, I'll just tell the promoter I can't do it. Because we came from a place where we didn't have enough money to pay someone to do it. Bro.
I think we're okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
I lost. Have you asked me a question?
Yeah.
Was that?
Did you finish the sentence when with respect to what else that you guys do?
Oh, just pretty much anything. Publishing and referrals. We do a lot of referrals and a lot of consultation. And the biggest thing we're about is, for example, people such as yourself. We try to build people and put people in places, um, just because this industry needs to grow. So it's not just about, what I could do. If I know someone that can do it, it will be done.
Yeah. And I love that mentality. I think that that's a really great mentality to have, and that's why you'll continue to keep flourishing. You know, you're not about self, you're about helping those around you, you're helping your team. And everyone can rise together at the end of the day. Tell me about this soca compilation that you did, and how that came about, as well as how did you choose the artists for that compilation?
The Soca compilation was just something that I wanted to do something different. I saw some of the revenue that was coming in from some of the sales, and I mean, it was I was motivated by trying to make some more money and push Caribbean music further. Because I feel like with soca, I feel like with soca, it's big in certain territories, and certain territories it's just non-existent.
Hmm.
Um, there are places I've been that I've heard soca music, and people don't even know it's soca. So I wanted something that I could push in different places and get back a return on my, instead of, spending, because I know it to open a certain door, it might take X. So if I spend X on somebody else's record, I'm not gonna get it back. So I just wanted to create content that I could push, open doors, and I could pay myself back from the returns. To be honest with you, that was where that came from.
And have you ever done a reggae compilation?
Not yet. I've been in talks with VP and Happy Los, which is a dancehall label, and VP's a reggae label to do some reggae compilations. So we're still talking,
Okay.
a lot of talk, but we'll
Talking
get there.
slowly but surely. Now, a birdie told me that Dolla
Oh boy,
Cham,
birdies, boy, birdies,
Dolla
birdies.
Cham just, buys a ticket to Jamaica, gets a first class, situation sorted, and flies to Jamaica for sound clashes. So, what is your involvement with these clashes? Are you clashing? Are you, orchestrating the clash? How are you involved in these clashes? What are you doing in these clashes?
Oh, besides Toya, who's somewhere in the chat that, every once in a while she wants to clash me, and I have to kill her and clash back. Um, Red Bull Culture Clash, we did that. We were asked to represent the genre of soca in the Red Bull Culture Clash, to actually go to Jamaica and clash dancehall with soca music. No one in their right mind would have taken that challenge,
No,
but
I definitely would not.
I saw a way to get it to get our point across, and we did a great job, and the feedback has been very great, and the amount of work and customers and clients have come to the table has been phenomenal. In regards to the clash, I would clash for fun with friends, but not professionally. I'll be the mastermind behind it. Like me and Willie would write dubs for the clash. Um, I would, look at the budget that they gave us and see who we could spot, book the flights, set up the rounds, and just look over everything with everybody. Just from that musical standpoint, but not actually physically going out on the
I feel
stage
like you
and
should do an
clashing.
all-female clash. I'm entering.
Yo, Red
I'm
Rat
gonna
and Freezy, what up? Sorry.
I know. Hi hi guys. I feel like you should do a female clash. I think I have a couple of girls that could come in on this. This could be a thing.
Let's do
I might need you to get some dubs for me though. That's the only problem. But feel like that's
it.
easy. That's easy. A little KD, Kerra Denel in the building. You know, talk some things. But that's really cool. And I also heard that if you need to book a flight to go somewhere to call Dolla Cham. That Dolla Cham is the travel agent. So how long you been holding out from the people, not letting anybody know about this? All this time I've been doing my own flights. I could have called you and told you to book it.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily it's an unofficial bootleg travel agent. I just found the best way to get to where we gotta get. I'm good at it. I don't know why. I'm good. Maybe it's my calling. But it helps.
Let's not say this, let's not elaborate on this before you start getting calls tomorrow for people booking for 2022 when we can go back outside.
Exactly.
So you travel so much. I heard that you also have like top tier in American Airlines. So you are on a plane every day, if not every other day. What is the one thing you can't travel without? Sorry.
Oh man, my cell phone.
I mean, aside from the given, your cell phone, your headphones, your laptop. Like what's something that like you have to have with you on road?
Um, Water and glass bottles. I can't drink from plastic. Chemicals in the plastic mess up my stomach.
Okay.
Um, my headphones, of course, what you just said.
Yeah.
My laptop. I started to take back up production
Okay.
because I've been taking my time with Ableton and just beating the pads to kill time.
Somebody said, tell the people about the teddy bear. And someone said you're candy. Okay, it looks like you have some homies in here that know you well.
Yeah, she's
Strawberries.
right. She's right. She's right, Kenji. Liz, what's up?
Oh
That's my
God.
long
So,
time friend.
do you have any hidden talents? I know you said you're taking back up production. So, is there anything else that I mean, there's a lot of stuff that people don't know about you, but is there anything that people would be like, wow, really?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I like to cook.
Okay, let's talk
I love
about
to
that.
eat.
Are
So, I
you
mean,
a
that's kind of
can,
motivated by cook.
can
I'm
you
not a
cook or can you
connoisseur.
just cook?
I mean, I eat it. I like it. I
Can other
love it.
people eat it? Do other people like it?
Other people do eat it. Other people like it.
Okay. What is something that like you really like to cook? What type of food do you like? Like what's something that is like a sham special?
See, that's the problem. I do a good steak. A good
Somebody just
steak
said
with
you just
some.
started to cook. Don't get tired.
Oh, who just said that?
Miss
I just started
Toys.
to cook. Miss Toys. Yeah. Whatever, Miss Toys. She be putting up other food that other people eat on Instagram. Cook on Instagram. That's right, GT. Let them know. I think my hidden talent is giving people better advice than I give myself sometimes, to be honest with you. Uh, and ideas. I like. I just come up with ideas all day. Any one of my friends could tell you. I spit out an idea, have a conversation, and I run into people like 4 years later. You'd be like, "Yo, thank you, bro," and I'd be like, "What are you talking about?
What are
You
you talking
told me
about?
that." And I just forget. So I'm an ideas guy.
Okay. I'm that's noted. when I need to take over the world. I call Dolla Cham, say, hey, I need an idea about this. Huh? So no, sorry, to go back to the cooking. So what is it that you can cook? What is it that you like to cook or you're actually good at cooking?
A steak, big chicken. This is not very culinary, but you know, I like my tacos. You
I
know, I
love
get it done.
tacos.
You know, they're mwah. I started making a lot of smoothies, because again, my stomach and whatnot.
So are
No
you
production
now on, are
assistant.
you, do you think that now during quarantine you're actually taking a lot better care of yourself in terms of health wise, eating better, and that kind of thing? No, you
Nah, I don't
okay.
think so. I try from time to time, but you know, there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do. But I do spend more time reading and learning about the benefits of other things. So
Okay.
slowly I'll try. Like if I want to make some like Instacart, it'll deliver right to my door, so I don't have to go outside or anything. But
Okay.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Maybe next week. Ask me next week.
What is the day like? What does your day generally look like when we weren't in quarantine? What was a like a day in the life of Sham?
Um, Try to wake up on time to wake my daughter up for homeschool and then realize that she's already awake and smiling at me.
And
Like
how
what?
many children do you have? Just one?
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
Um, After that, you know, probably go back to sleep. Wake up, make breakfast or a smoothie, whatever. Check my phone and realize there's like 500 messages, and spend half of the morning dealing with half of the people that are very impatient to hear from me. Um, then by the time that happens, I'll check my emails, blast, hit up some promoters, try to get things swinging, call Cupid, say, yo, what can we do? What's on the table? What you have? This is what I have. Can you help me with this? What you need help with? That type of thing. Uh, Try to take lunch. Try to. There's oftentimes, I know this is very bad, that, you know, lunch misses me completely. Um, so, you know, trying now to take lunch as it's better in quarantine because
Mhm.
there's much more time and less things happening.
Yeah.
So, you know, hopefully this will, I'll continue on this. You know, I've been watching a little TV. I've been watching
What do you binge
a
watching right
lot
now?
of Netflix.
Yeah. So what are you watching?
There's a show called Godfather of Harlem. I'm trying to finish up Homeland tonight. That's a good show. I uh, I started watching The Flash, which you know, it's the Flash, but then like Supergirl showed up in the Flash and she was talking about stuff we didn't know about. So then I had to watch Supergirl, and then Arrow showed up in Supergirl. So look, I give up, man. I had to watch all of them
So you
just to
haven't
figure.
watched Tiger King or Ozark or any of these other ones?
I watched Tiger King. I liked it.
I can't get
Uh,
into it at all.
I liked it. It was a distraction, good distraction for me. Um, and no, Ozark. I was actually saving Ozark for one of the more, because my mind was so focused on, you know, the CNN and the death toll and
Yeah.
all these things. So I was saving Ozark because everyone was talking about saving it for one of those tough weeks.
To just
I'm
drown
saying,
yourself in it.
yeah,
Yeah.
everyone said this is good for sure. So I'm gonna wait for that week to watch that. I haven't got
It's
around
really
to it
good.
yet.
I just got through it the other day and now I'm watching Blind Spots, which I'm getting through a couple of episodes. It's going good so far, so we'll see. But there's a lot of different things to watch right now. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for the internet and just being able to go through this quarantine and have things to occupy our minds. So tell me, what is with somebody with your schedule, and your lifestyle, like what do you deem as what's important to you? Family, like what is most important to you?
Family and friends. You know, I had just came back from London, so my mom and dad were here. So when I came back from London, My daughter had a cough as well. She came over. I had to I had to send them to another house. They had to go to another house. So I literally haven't seen them in 30 days.
Oh
It's
my
kind of,
God.
my mom's a little older,
Yeah.
We're not talk about, how rough it is, but it just sucks. And then
Hmm.
I think about if there's no vaccine and she's here, how can I go on the road and come back? And it's
Hmm.
just like, yeah, what the hell is gonna happen?
Yeah. Wow. So if your daughter woke up one day, right, and said, Dad, I want to be a singer, what advice would you give to her? I want to be an artist, Dad.
You can do anything you put your mind to. I'll support you in everything, but uh, you had to finish school and you had to really look into maybe a plan B. But I can't, knowing me, nobody wanted me to be in the music business, so who am I to say you can't do this?
Hmm.
And a lot of the people that I work with and pushed, I've been working with them before they even wrote a song or recorded a song. So, I would, it does feel right to tell her no.
Hmm.
But I would, but I would definitely, like yesterday, actually, we were talking about professions and stuff. Here she is next to me, and you were saying
Hi, Asia.
interior designer. She can't hear you from my headphones. She said, after minutes of I don't know what I want to do, she said she wanted to be a interior designer. So,
It's a good lane.
it's a good lane. Her mother's a fashion designer, so she has that eye.
Okay. So creativity runs
So
through her blood.
correct. So, I'm feeling, and she's always on Sims building houses and showing me the house she built and whatnot. So,
So
yeah,
it's safe to say you guys have a very close relationship.
I think we're close. You think we're close? Okay, cool.
Do you have any advice for single dads out there? That it's just them and their kids or just their one child. Do you have any advice? Because I know that it's not easy when you have to do it by yourself.
Um, don't try to be too hard on them sometimes. I just try to give her the tools that she will need when I'm not there. And that's other than that, we friends. Cool. We'll chill. She asked me to play Fortnite the other day and bye Asia. She asked me to play Fortnite the other day and I was playing and she was yelling at me because I didn't know what I was doing and all these things. So just enjoy the time. But just give
Yeah.
them the tools because everyone's gonna make mistakes. I'm sure you mistake. Everyone in this chat room has made so many mistakes. So, but then you remember things that you were told and how to operate. So I just try to put those things in her. I don't try to punish her too hard for
Hmm.
what she may have been done. I could be wrong. Check me back in like 5, 6, 8 years to see if, it panned out. But so far, so good.
I see
Wasi,
Wasi's in here. Hi, Was. We love you too. Hey, Nick.
Blackheart, Nick, what up?
Whole team in the building. Love you
Feel,
guys.
feel like I gotta
So,
shout out everybody.
how difficult, not to get too personal, but how difficult when you are in a relationship is it to balance out the work life, having a daughter and, committing to having that time for a relationship?
And it's not cool. It's not cool at all. Leave it right there.
Okay. All right. We will leave it right there. No problem.
Cool up.
Moving on to the next. Now, I'm aware that you do a lot of, you and I have been friends for a couple of years now, and I know that you do a lot of, philanthropy work off record. You do a lot of pro bono
Why
work.
don't, why don't, why don't you tell the people about when you didn't like me at all? That's what the people want to hear.
Okay, so I mean, you know, your personality is a little bit hard to understand when you first meet Dolla Cham, even Dwight W. Here we go. Why? Sorry. Um, I really didn't like you. I did not like you. I thought that you had a very arrogant way about you. I thought you were very rude. I just felt like your energy was completely off. And I was not rocking with you at all. However, I, did not want to judge a book by its cover, so I chose to get to know Dwight Yearwood. And now you're a good friend of mine, and I must say I see a lot of great comments from people saying that you give a lot of great advice and you really do bad for your team, and that's something that I know for sure. And if I have to pick up the phone and call you and say, D, I need an idea about this, or this is an idea I have. What do you think about this? You will always, keep it 100 with me. If you think it's something that's not going to work, you tell me. If you think it is going to work, you tell me. But just as much as this, I called you and I said, D, I want you on this interview. And a lot of people couldn't get you on an interview. And I'm grateful that you said yes. But I feel like I would have to bend your arm, back, front, all sides, call all the boys, Bubba, everybody, and be like, guys, he has to do it. Dwight has to come on my show and put some pressure on you. But I think that a lot of people, there's a misconception of, who you are, because people see you and you're a very mellow person. You're very to yourself. You're not out there doing the most. So I think a lot of people may see you and think that he's this guy, has an attitude, or, he's this, or he thinks this of himself or whatever. But you're a good one. You're definitely a good one. I have to say that. So
Appreciate that. I try. I try.
So
I try
Janelle
hard.
Mitchell just said, "Who is he?" This gentleman is Dwight Yearwood, aka Dolla Cham, aka the co-founder of Riddimstream, which is one of the biggest distribution platforms for music when it comes to reggae and soca. Correct? That was I hit that up the head on the nail. All right.
Some of
So
it.
like I was
But
saying, I know that you do a lot of, pro bono stuff, you do a lot of philanthropy stuff, and it's not something that you necessarily will put out there to say, look, I did this and, I need credit from that. What do you think that we can do to kind of engage our artists and our DJs to start getting more involved in the community? So I'm not throwing anyone under the bus, but I think that our circuit could be doing a lot more in terms of giving back, and whether it be during the pandemic or prior to this pandemic situation, I think a lot of us have influence and a lot of people may not necessarily be using that influence in a positive manner. So how can we as a unit, or us as a circuit, just start getting more involved in the community? Like, what advice do you have, for them?
yeah, I I don't want to sound bitter, but first of all, it's anyone's decision to do whatever they want to do. So I'll leave that
Right.
right there. But some of these guys, truth is, there's some very good people, and then there's some very not good people.
Right.
And and in between that is the constant need to hustle and like race with each other. Um, okay, this carnival's coming up. I gotta drop songs for this. So
Mhm.
they get really distracted in what's coming or what they're planning or the next move, that they kind of forget to kind of take time to give back.
Yeah.
When especially when the attention is on them, there's a lot they could do. But you know, Carnival is the birth and death of soca to me. Like it can propel you and make your name, and then the next year it could just be like you ain't nothing.
Hmm.
So this downtime right here is really going to be a true testament to a lot of people
I agree.
and whatnot. It's Drew.
Drew,
So
big up. Janelle said self-absorbed is the word. That's accurate.
okay, yeah, she's right. So the best we all could do is encourage people to do something, but like how you do, Kara loves the kids and whatnot, and everything that you've been working on, I realize the stuff that you enjoy more is stuff that has purpose behind it.
Hmm.
And like I may have told you, but I've told other people, try to do what you enjoy and what you like.
Yeah.
That's really
That's
that's
what will
really why
drive
you
you.
that's really
Yeah.
what drive you. There's other things that you could do and you're very good at that you might make a little money off of, but you don't love it. So you prefer to make the same amount of money on something that you love
Hmm.
than to, do whatever.
Yeah.
So so this is the first time. This is like the reset. This everything is stopped. This is like months before Uber even started. This is like
Yeah, yeah,
reset.
yeah, yeah,
Nothing is
yeah.
going on.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you doing? Me, I'm just taking the time because I think all the time to unplug and reset my energy.
Yeah,
That's what I'm for now. I'm still working on things that I always wanted to do, to kind of grow myself and kind of get
mhm,
a different perspective. Like taking this master class with Timberland, seeing how he does it, playing with it so I could understand more. That's gonna help me with the talent that I work with in the long run. Just being able to say certain things that I might not have been able to say before, or understand how to tell them to change it or
yeah.
whatnot. So artists,
I see Teddy. I
DJ,
see Drew. I see Barry in the building.
Teddy, um, what's up? Drew, what's good?
I think it's
Barry.
very important. And I think this is the conversation that needs to happen because I feel like people are not necessarily, it's not soaking in. People are going through the motions where they're depressed by the situation. Our circuit has been hit very hard. None of us have work, no gigs, nothing. And a lot of people, like, the Teddys, the Drews who are on the road all the time, you're kind of at a standstill where it's like, I haven't been doing this for a very long time where I just be at home. So I think that, as exactly as you said, it's about rediscovering yourself and now figuring out, like, how do I come out of this on top? Because after this, everyone is going to be on an equal playing field. So you now have to figure out during this time, how are you recreating? How are you building so that when this quarantine is over and they say go, you have to go. Like, you have to go running. And I feel like a lot of people are not necessarily taking that into consideration. People are not really looking at this as, yes, we're in a really crappy situation, but I think that there's a lot of good that can come from the situation because, like you said, you have time to actually sit down and breathe and reset, spend time with your daughter, and just really kind of get to that point where your energy levels are up again, and you're not feeling drained. Yeah, Lady Mystique said, get innovative. What's the plan? Now is that time to really just, I keep saying, like, now is creation time. Like, creativity, sorry, is not canceled. I'm actually gonna, let me not put that out there because they're gonna take my idea. But creativity is not canceled during this time, okay? Our creativity juices are not on pause. Now is the time for us to just hone in to our crafts and our talents and just make the best of it and just create. I'm just keep saying it, just create, just create, just create. I'm really happy to see. Drew, don't tell them Tifa. No, 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 no. That's not good. The Wolf Perry said strengthen your home team. I think that that's something that you are a very strong supporter of. For as long as I've known you, you've always, like I said, been about supporting your team and making sure that they're elevating, and that's why your team is as strong as it is. I'm going to open up these questions to see here what some of the persons were asking. So Trini Cindy Live said, how are you coping without Carnival?
I'm coping. I mean, remember the reasons why Kerra didn't like me in the first place? I'm to myself. I'm not really the party guy. Once in a while I'll dabble. Um, I like I do like the creative process and watching how stuff I worked with moves people and how they react to it. But the parties or whatnot, I'm a homebody, so I'm at home. I'm good.
And
Sorry, no, I can't help someone that's really missing a party.
let's see. So Miss Toy
Very
said,
hard.
any new upcoming projects for Riddimstream?
Hmm.
Do you want to let the cat out the
Well,
bag or do you want to keep them guessing?
keep them besting. Me and Drew working on a well, it's finished now. We did a reggae version to Body Language, so we're gonna put that out. We're gonna
Oh,
try just try to open up his fan base a little bit. Shameless plug.
Cupid
Uh,
said NBA 2K20. I have to actually shout out Drew. I love the new series that he started, talking about things that have happened throughout his career. I remember the first time he told me that story about American Idol. My face expression was, excuse me, pardon? Like, I don't know what I would have done. And he used that as an outlet to motivate him to now put him in a place where he is a soca artist and this is how he's eating and this is how his family's eating. So I think that within itself is a very, very, very inspirational story. And Drew, I really hope that you continue sharing those things because there's a lot of things that people don't know that you guys go through, the DJs, the MCs, the managers, the production people. And it's things that, your story, I always say that your story will inspire someone else to be great, and that's what it really is all about. Even myself, that's one of the reasons why I started Plugged In, because I wanted to be able to showcase, persons that people may not have heard their story. They may judge them. They may think that, this is how they are and it's not really how they are. I want people to have that respect for you guys. Everyone that I've interviewed, I have a level of respect for, because I know them personally and I know that what they've gone through. So Plugged In really is that platform to showcase, your passions, your struggles, your stories, your successes, and so forth. Okay, see a lot happening here. I will never forget that American Idol moment. Sham, why do you have one tone for all your emotions? Is it strategic? I think that that's a great question. Thank you, Drew, for asking that question.
I think it's a terrible question.
I think it's a fabulous question because, it's true. It's very true.
That's just how I am. Been like that always. I got a doctor's letter that said it's something, but nothing serious. That's just how I am.
This is Sham. Mary said this is Sham.
That's true.
Okay, let's take another question here. How do you read? This is from Lady Mystique. How do you rebrand an act that has lost visibility? Sorry. How do you rebrand an act that has lost visibility? It's another very good question.
Well, that has a lot to do with the brand. But she's talking about an artist or DJs
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
artists. Well, we live in a time where people have no attention span. When I grew up, I used to have to be home Friday, 9 o'clock to watch Steve Urkel on Matters. And if I wasn't there, I missed that episode forever. At least I
I
thought
just
I
want you to
missed
know
it.
that you're telling everybody your age now, okay? But go on. It's fine.
No problem. So we live in a time now where you can watch anything anytime you want. So people don't have the patience for anything. So they're looking at it and they're just moving fast. They're not. So once people have lost, like once the artist has kind of lost their steam, they got to do something to
Get
get
creative. You have to
people's
get
attention
creative.
back. Whoever they left their old formula, maybe they might have to go back to their old formula, or maybe you do a video that's out the box. You change your image. You just gotta. Every situation is different, so you just gotta look at it and figure out what's going on. Maybe you're doing too much, and you need to cut some of those things.
Okay.
There's
Essentially, get creative.
yeah.
All right. So, 2 to 3 of your top R&B favorite all-time songs. DJ Spice.
Spice, what up? All right. What's the song again, boy? Unbreak My Heart, Tony Braxton.
Okay. Okay. I see you.
Um, Another song I love was Mary J. Blige and Wyclef. Oh man, I got too many songs. You can't do this to me. I'm just starting to think about. You see Lauryn Hill. All right. Hold on. No, I can't do this. It's too much.
There
Too
is, and
much.
I think there's so many great female
Right, Josh.
artists.
Mm-hmm.
911.
Someone please call
Yes,
911.
that's a white clef.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, shout out Team Soca in the building and Caribbean Power Lunch podcast. Okay, so
Hmm.
if you guys have any questions, because I'm sure that you guys do, there is a question Q&A box at the bottom right of your screen. Yeah, there's a question mark and then there's a box around it. So just submit your questions in there. In the meantime, let's let's do a top five. So you're just gonna choose one or the other, right? So dancehall or reggae?
I got traumatized. I thought you were gonna ask me dancehall or soca, so I had to pause there.
No,
Like,
well,
I
I
can't
mean,
answer that.
it's coming though. It's coming. So
Oh
let's go.
God, man.
Dancehall or reggae?
Uh, dancehall.
Dancehall or soca? Tread lightly.
Caribbean music. We're all Caribbean. One music. We're all one
Yeah,
music.
but I mean, it's just your favorite. So,
Riddimstream.
what
That's all
we go?
for
You
where
dancehall or soca?
I grew up on dancehall. Dancehall is what brought me into Caribbean music. Vibes Cartels, who made everyone appreciate me. So I gotta go hard for dancehall. Sorry.
So that means that if you have to choose between Movado and Cartel, you're taking Cartel?
Everyone could answer that question.
No,
So
hell no. I'm taking Movado any day, bro. Any day. I'm Movado all day. So Shensia or coffee? Coffee.
in what form or matter are you speaking? Music?
Just
Uh,
music, yeah.
um, right now it takes sincere.
Okay. Curry chicken or jerk chicken?
Jerk chicken.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, jerk
Okay, so
chicken.
you think so a Trini roti or a Jamaican roti?
First of all, Jamaican and roti. Take the curry out, and I'll take Jamaican curry over Trini curry. How about
No,
that?
no way. No
That me
way.
say. Curry goat. Period. There's no argument here.
Or chicken curry, Drew said it.
Chicken
Um,
curry.
Shan asked, how did you come up with the name? You answered that question. Yeah, so you could just go back and you get that answer at the beginning. What is your biggest challenge in the music business? That's from Gel in the Mix.
Gel in the mix. My biggest
I know. Shout
challenge.
out, Joe.
My biggest challenge in the music business is sometimes I think too forward. So if I feel like people are stuck in what's going on right now and they're not paying attention to what may happen, or they can't see what can happen. So although it's not their fault, it's kind of frustrating that sometimes, when you see something happening and, you're trying to be like, yo. So basically, just the repetition, the
Yeah.
repetition of soca music per se.
How did you come up with your single Broke Pocket Hustler? What inspired you to sing it?
One day, me and Drew were broke, and we were at Willie Chin Studio, with Nick Virus, rest in peace, Nick. And they threw in I think we were negotiating the studio time, or like after we finished doing the song, it's like, yo, I got this. And we just started singing a song called Broke Pocket Hustler, check out. So that was my first and last time in the booth recording a song.
Okay, all right then.
Fun.
My question is, if you could manage, like, if you could choose any artist in the world, and they say you pick any artist that you want to manage, is there any artist, any genre, dead or alive, that you would have loved to work with?
Michael Jackson.
It's a very big answer. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Um, what is your biggest takeaway from COVID and being in the quarantine from Chiny Whiny? Keep your questions coming, guys. Just use the question box at the bottom right.
Biggest takeaway is that, people are stronger than they think they are. All of the little petty squabbles and things that are going on. People are now starting to see that life is very valuable, it's very precious, and A lot of the grudges you used to have with people and stuff, let that go, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a misunderstanding. Most people don't want to see bad from you. There are people with jealousy, but most people don't want to see bad. And a lot of times people fall out is misunderstanding or someone in the middle that just kind of screwed up everything. So just let it go. Have a conversation with people and move on.
I think that our friendship, went through that. Because,
Couple times,
you know,
yeah.
yeah, I didn't really like you, like I
Yeah,
said
we stopped
earlier.
talking. Yeah, we stopped talking a couple of times.
Yeah,
Well,
we
and
had
then we were like, yo,
misunderstandings.
we got through a month. We were
And
like, we
it's
could
like,
do this.
damn, okay. This friendship is real. This friendship is real. Let me see.
Scratch.
Yes, shout out Scratch Master in the building.
I like
Um,
that.
Mr. Mackey said 90s dancehall or present dancehall?
90s. Come on.
Facts.
Come on.
What new skills have you developed during COVID and how is it going to add to your career?
Laziness.
You can kind of cook a little bit, on the road. Maybe you'll eat healthier. Hey, what's up, Ox?
Big Ox. Off of punishment. Big Ox was on punishment. He's on probation now
Okay.
with the squad, Big
I
up
I know
yourself,
I
Big
know
Ox.
that all too well. You'll get through it, bro. You'll get through it.
Jamal, St. Lucia KFC, but sorry, Barbados KFC is too salty.
Yes, it is. What about Jamaica KFC or Trinidad KFC?
Jamaica original Trinidad spicy.
Okay, that was a very good answer. How did you come up with the nick? We already addressed that question, Ox.
You're late, bro.
You're late. Come
You're
on,
an
get up to the
hour
task.
and 13 minutes late. This is not even supposed to be going on anymore, bro. You're late.
So Cham, tell me, what's the 5-year plan for Riddimstream? Like, what do you see yourself doing in the next couple of years? Um, anything big in the works?
I don't know how to explain that without giving out too much information. But Rhythm Stream needs to be able to run without Dolla Cham. That's the only thing I could
Yeah, but
say.
team. Yeah.
Or Mark.
Okay.
Or Cupid.
So it's okay.
Or
I'm not
Shane.
gonna. I'm not gonna. I know. Where is Shane? I sent Shane the link. I don't know where Shane Rhythm Stream Trinidad. I don't know what happened to him. I'm gonna have to call him after this. Sham is the puff daddy of soca. So
I like
let's.
that.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Do you
I
think we'll
like
see a
that.
big fete this year? Yeah. Do you think that we're gonna go back outside? Do you think that parties are actually gonna happen from October, onward? When do you think we're actually gonna go back outside? Drew is Mace, Bubba is Biggie.
when we have when we have a vaccine, and we're able to effectively test if people have the antibodies. You like that, T, True as me.
That's really, really funny though.
Damn, that's messed up. Bubba's not even in here. He's
No, he's
watching
not.
me right now, bro. Drew is Mace. Bubba is Biggie. Anyway, yeah, I think that to be safe, a vaccine and being able to test for antibodies to see if you actually had it, that should be priority number one.
Hmm.
Us going back out there is kind of, I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense. We'll see.
I mean,
It's
I'm
very
not rushing
scary.
to be back outside at
Understood.
all. Yeah. So, I guess I'm sure there's
Okay,
a
a,
lot of
a cure or something, Orlando, something.
yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't if we should take it or if I want to take it. It was what's gonna happen. At the end of the day, some people are gonna have to take the vaccine. And
Hmm.
for us in the business, as much as our industry is saying, yo, the vaccine this, the vaccine that, they're probably gonna make you take a vaccine before you jump on an airplane. So get ready.
Hmm. Yep.
Get
Agreed.
ready.
Toya asked, how do you go about selecting a new artist to add to your company?
Hmm. Well, I really don't. If the person can bring something to the table for the team, help enhance the team, work together in the family, then we're for it. If not, it's not making any sense. It's just gonna tear everything apart.
Hmm. I see a couple of people in here, well, one or two that I know that are aspiring to work in the entertainment circuit. So, what advice would you give to persons that, want to become a manager, or even want to become a an artist?
Don't do me that, Jamal. Anything I ever did for you was out of heart, bro.
You actually have a
Loyalty.
heart.
Heart. This guy. Um, Advice. Don't do it if you don't love it because you will hate it. If I didn't love this, there's no way I could survive in this. Be flipping burgers or something, selling peanuts on the beach. I don't know. This is not a it's not an easy business to be in. Um, and end of the day, when people want something for themselves and you have it, whether the person is evil or not, it creates a lot of envy. So you just got to be very smart, know who you're working with, do your research, and don't sign any long-term deals that you don't need to unless it's gonna really open the door for you.
Okay. Jamal said, big up Riddimstream and Sham for real. Made my event what it is today. Big respect. Oh, dope. Testimonials. How many
For
persons
real.
comprise of your team? Shan asked.
I don't count. I have team, extended team. I waste too much time even trying to put that together.
Yeah.
Hey, I just realized, did you accept the terms of the contract? Huh? Because you've been here for a hot minute. You still want your money?
She still wants to get paid. That's a real businesswoman.
Cash
She,
app? Hmm? Cash? It's not safe right now. I wouldn't do that to you. Cash app. I'll send you cash app. If you need me to pay something cash, I'll pay it cash. I don't have any change.
I'm gonna call and check and make sure she got her money.
No problem.
All right, guys. So I guess let's take two more questions and we will wrap it up. See, we still have about we still have some people in here. Seen some positive things that they've said about you.
GT.
So if you want,
Hold
you
up.
guys could just put the question in the box or you can put it in the chat like Scottie
Like
Pippen,
Scottie
7 year
Pippen.
contracts.
That's right.
Like,
Scotty
why
got a
on earth
raw
would you
deal,
do
boy.
that?
Scotty got it raw, boy. But I mean, when Jordan first came, they were literally selling seats for like $7, $8 a seat.
Yeah.
So I
Now
mean,
it's like 50 grand for some seats. Insane. I really wish that Instagram allowed multiple people to be on the screen. Like I would have loved to pull in Drew into this, but it sucks that Instagram got to get it together for real, for real. What's someone just sent a question? How many shoes do you have? Brad asked.
um, well, anybody that really knows me would know that I only really started buying shoes like 2 years now. So I think probably just maybe like 30 pairs, maybe. I don't know.
Not too bad, although I feel like you're lying, but I'm just gonna go with 30. What? Oh, big up Rusty G in Bermuda. What made you make the move from Mixtape Killer back in the day to Rhythm Stream?
I got a letter. There was a lot of people weren't really understanding what was going on, and I got a letter from some government organization because we were doing downloads for songs for mixtapes, and everybody was like, "This is gonna kill CD sales. It's gonna kill CD sales," and I was like, "It's going to happen. Things are going to change." So basically, they were like, "If you don't take this down, we're gonna come knock on your door." So we just took it down.
Okay, it's a little scary.
Can't answer that one, boy, Drew, boy. That one,
Ox said this
yeah.
thing is bigger than Teddy Riley and Babyface. How can I purchase Riddimstream shares? You can't. I'm gonna just answer the question for you. Luddy, danger zone. Why did you leave the danger zone? I don't
Well,
even know what that means.
I never left the danger zone. There was some things going on at the time that happened over there that, caused the label to be on pause for about a couple of years. Put it that way. That's about it.
All right, well, we'll take this last question, which is what are the first 5 things that you're going to do when you come out of this COVID-19 situation?
Oh man, one of the things I could actually do now, I need to do my passport. I need to redo my passport. Well, I'm gonna go to the gym for sure, because my gym's been closed forever, and I feel like, it plays with your mind. You don't know if you're healthy, you don't know what, like you just sit there and you're like, yo, am I getting sick? Why do I feel this way? So go to the gym. I need a massage.
Oh, a
I
foot
need
massage.
a massage. Ah, you remember that foot
Yes, a
massage?
foot massage
Yeah.
from the Asian place. Or Thai. Was it
What was
Thai?
that? Two? Oh, you need a massage too? Oh, Asia wants to come.
All right, we're doing it.
Um, what else? I mean, I wanna go to LA and hike in the hills in Runyon
Okay.
and just,
Be at one
get
with
a little
nature.
sweat in. Yeah, just exactly. And I promised my daughter I would take her somewhere this year, but that's not gonna happen so far. So hopefully, whenever we're able to go somewhere, I could take her somewhere, almost to wherever you wanna go.
Can you ask Asia if she thinks that her dad can cook?
Think I could cook? Okay, why are you moving? You don't want to be seen? Oh, she's
What
not
was
camera ready.
what was the answer though?
She said yes.
Okay. All right.
Don't do me that. She's like, is just the type to be like, you better up that $20 or I'm gonna change my
Before I
answer.
answer. Facts.
Mad Max, peanut butter on the lid, boy.
What a rush said. It's whole team hiking. I'm down for that hike too. Enough respect to I can't wait for this to be all over. Great
What?
interview, Joanna Kerra. Thanks, babe.
Speaking of
Shout out
Orlando,
Lisa.
we were supposed to be in LA. Remember we were supposed to go to Boston and then go to Vegas and drive over to LA. Oh God, that's why I'm missing LA. It was this weekend because I was supposed to leave Jamaica Carnival and go to
I
Boston.
know. I
Man,
can't believe this weekend was Jamaica Carnival. It's so depressing. I was so ready.
I was
Everything.
so ready
Life
to
is
make money.
canceled. Facts. I mean, that's what I was ready for. I wasn't going on no pump. I was going to
Yeah.
work. Jeez, we're supposed to do a TV series, all kinds of stuff. But this too shall pass and everything in its timing. So just gotta keep staying positive and just keep staying productive. So any last words for the humans on here, that are going through it right now?
Just be kind to each other, and if you have something that you think will benefit somebody, share it with them. Don't expect anything back from them. Just be cooperative and give your honest feedback, and don't be afraid to share something that somebody might not like, and just
Hmm.
be generous and be kind to each other. There's nothing we can do in this situation.
Yep.
So just relax, be nice to each other, and have fun. You're never gonna have this time back again. You're gonna miss this time. There's gonna be a point where you be like, boy, I wish.
Wish I could stay home and do nothing.
Yeah, we all used to pray
Yeah.
When I was going to school, we used to pray for this. My daughter is getting like she's getting my prayers right now.
Yeah, I just want to be at home.
Even though school ended up being, some of the best times of your life, even though
Sorry
when
to
they
cut
said
you,
that,
but the real GT Superman just said that he has 2 extra boxes of face masks if anyone needs. Um, if you can just, I guess, mention where we are located. So if anyone in the chat group knows someone that may need that's close to your location. Thank you for sharing that, actually. Blessings to you and your family. But yeah, exactly what you said. It's time for us to, be kind to one another. And I think it's more important to be kind to yourself as well. A lot of us are being very hard on ourselves because we can't do anything and we're beating ourselves up, and like you said, this situation, came out of nowhere and we don't have control. Like, this is in God's control at the end of the day. So we need to just be kinder to ourselves, be a little bit, treat our bodies better, treat our minds better. Just take care of ourselves on a holistic level, and look out for your neighbor, look out for your brother, look out for your sister. Um, and just check on people. I keep saying this on every live. Check on people. Check on the ones that are, introverted, and check on the ones that are not introverted. Because right now, I think everyone needs to hear a couple of kind words, or just to know that someone cares, right? So just continue to share that love and share that light. Dwight, thank you so much. I thank you so much for doing this. I know that it wasn't the easiest thing, in the sense of, I know you just didn't want to do it because you don't do interviews, and it's of no real interest, I guess. But I appreciate you. You're someone that I can always count on. So I appreciate you coming through for me for this. Based on the comments as well, I think a lot of people really wanted to hear from you. I'm seeing great interviews, great convos. So thank you for coming and sharing. This is what it's all about, just sharing our stories, sharing our struggles, sharing our successes, and just sharing words of advice. Because right now, more than ever, we need to be uplifted. So thank you, Big D. Keep doing your thing, keep rising, and we will connect very soon. Team, shout out the whole team: Nick, Ox, Drew, Teddy, just everybody. Toya, shout out everybody. Cupid, Shane. Um, one team, one team, one team.
and one last thing, if there's anybody in this world that you wanted to tell them that you love them, tell them. Find a way. That's what I'm saying.
Amen.
Just find a way. Just let it. Like there's people out there that we have in our life, and sometimes we don't express to them how we feel. Just find a way. Just let people know how you feel. Let them know you care about them, and tell them to be careful. Just
Mm-hmm.
let them know that we're all in this together.
Yep. No matter what the
Let them know.
squabbles are, I think that now is the time that people, you don't even need to rehash what has happened. Just be genuine and be real and be kind and just give that love. Even if it's hey, I know we're not talking, but I just wanted to let you know that you're on my mind and I love you. That goes a long way. So I agree. That's a beautiful way to end live. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. Make sure you follow Riddimstream at Riddimstream. Follow my page at Kerra Denel. Every Tuesday, I'll have a new guest. Just lots of great inspiration and knowledge and so forth. But thank you guys for supporting me another week. I keep feeling like it's Sunday, another week. And thanks for watching and tuning into Riddimstream's interview. Love and blessings to you guys all. Stay home, stay safe, and stay blessed. I'll see you guys soon. Sham, we'll talk.
Last